Okay, our next step is to define object states. I'm going to warn you that this is tricky and you're going to have to be very, very careful about where you click. To do this, we're going to start on page 425 and let's talk about it. As you know, you're going to display multiple images on the same space. The Object States panel makes this process not only possible, but relatively easy. Okay, so the very first thing you want to do is let's close out animation. We'll leave layers open for now. Let's close out EPUB. Nah, we better leave that open too, just in case. And make sure that you are on your selection tool. And what you want to do is we are going to go up to Window, down to Interactive, and this time we are going to select Object States, which opens up the Object States dialog box. Inside the Object States dialog box, we're just going to leave that open for now. And with the selection tool, what we're going to do is we're going to double click the image frame on the animation. So double click the image frame. How I can tell I've got it selected is you're going to see a red and white dashed line and red around the squares. Okay, that's how you can tell that you have you are in the animated group area. And if you look on your layers panel, you will see indeed you are in the group. Okay, and yeah, you're on the frame of the group. Once you have done that, once you are sure that you are there, what you are going to do is you're going to click the Convert Selection into Multi-State Object at the bottom of the Object States panel. What it is, just a minute. It is the plus with the square around it. So click it once and you'll see that what it did is it automatically brought up state 1 and state 2. And state 2 is showing highlighted, like I'm ready to change it, and I'm going to call it images. And I type images in there and hit tab. No, just leave it as it is. And then you're going to click state 2 to select it. And using the content grabber icon, I'm going to select the content grabber icon in the middle of the picture. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to File and down to Place. And I'm going to open it up and I'm going to go to Slides. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select Mural Tool 2 and make sure the Replace Selected item is checked. And then once I've got Mural 2 selected and Replace Item selected, I'm going to click Open, and it's going to change that to the new picture. Then I'm going to double click the image frame to select it again. So I'm going to come out to the edge. Oh, come on, let me select it. Nope, I haven't got it. It's really difficult to select for some reason. I don't know why. And this is where I had problems with it before. Okay, I found just by kind of clicking the picture area, it did select it. And how, again, I can tell it's selected is you've got the dots around it. And then I'm going to go down and click New State button again. And this one I am going to call State 3. Okay, and once I select state 3, I'm going to click inside the image again on the content grabber, I'm going to go up to File and down to Place. And this time I am going to grab Mural 3. Okay, and I kind of made a mistake. Okay, where it says multi-state up here at the very top was supposed to be images, and this is supposed to be state 2. So I'm going to double click on this and change it to state 2. Which is what the name of the second picture is supposed to be. And then up here where it says multi-state 1 is where images was supposed to go. So please change that again. Up where it says object name, that's where you put in images lowercase. And then each one of the states is state 1, state 2, state 3. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click to where I see the frame available again. Make sure that you see the red and white dots going around the lines. Once I've done that, I'm going to go back and do create another new state, and this is going to be state 4 is what I'm going to name it. And then I'm going to select state 4 in the gray area, and I'm going to click on the picture and the content grabber in the middle of the picture, and I'm going to go up to File and Place, and this time I'm going to grab Mural 4 and open. Okay, then I'm going to click on it once to make the frame edge available again, and I am going to click Create New State and call it State 5. And then click on state 5, and then click the content grabber in the middle of the picture and go up to File and Place and find Mural 5 with Replace Selected selected and open. Okay, then I'm going to click on it again and click the Create New State, and this one is going to be state 6. And then I'm going to click on the layer state 6 and then click on the content grabber and go up to File, Place, and grab Mural 6. Make sure the Replace Selected is checked and click Open, and then click on it again. And so now what I have going on is state 2. And I'm going to put spaces in those. Space 3. Okay, state 4. Okay, state 5 and state 6. And you'll see as I click on each one of these, indeed the picture is changing to a different picture, which is exactly what we want, okay, for this whole process. Okay, so now that we have all of those in, let's do a Control S to save our work. Okay, our next part of this is to create a multi-state text frame. And what we're going to do on this, just to make it simple, and I'll read it here first and then I'll talk about it, is multi-state objects are not limited to image frames. You can also create a text frame that has different content for the different states, which we'll do in this exercise to add captions to the various images in the frame. So what we are going to do is we are going to take these captions down at the bottom and change them for each one of the pictures. And it's actually a pretty easy to do. So first of all, make sure you're still on page 1, which we are, and make sure you are on your selection tool, which we are. And we're going to double click to select the text frame. So come down here and double click, and you can tell you are on the text frame here. I will blow it up a little bit. You can tell you are on the text frame by, you can see that there is a red text frame, and now we have little squares around the text frame itself. With the text frame selected, click Convert Selection to Multi-Object button at the bottom of the object state. So we're going to do the listen a minute. Hold on a second. Okay, let's see if I can figure this out. Okay, it's for some reason it thinks I want to create a new state, but I want to do a new one completely. So I need to figure this out. Hang on a second. Okay, the first thing that you have to do is be selected off of everything, and then we'll go try clicking just on, no, it's still doing it. Okay, let's try making a new create a new state and see what happens. No, that's not what I wanted, but